Coach Annese, can I get an opening statement for tonight's game?
Well, 1-0. So that's obviously the goal. I don't know if the fans were surprised by how tough this game was going to be, but you know, there's 28 teams that make the playoffs in D2. They were one of them last year, and so I thought they played really, really hard, made it hard on us. I thought our defense was really stellar for the most part. Very impressed by their quarterback extending plays and things of that sort. But all in all, 1-0, and it's Labor Day weekend, which for football means you got to work on Labor Day. And we'll work on Sunday too. But we get a couple days off here because we played on Thursday night, so that's nice to have. I can lay on my back, watch college football, and enjoy somebody else watching and coaching and playing. So,
Tony, 100 and some yards and penalties. Your thoughts about that? No big deal, or you're pretty upset?
We're trying to get to the record this year for the most penalties in the history of any team. So obviously that's sarcasm. First thing I said to the team, you know, some of them. One time the quarterback fell down, got up and ran, whistle blew, but you know, I mean, the instinct is, well, he's still running, right? And so we got a 15-yard penalty there. The other one on that drive was basically a defensive face mask penalty. So I'll watch the film, see what you know what they all were, and we'll go from there. But yeah, it's you know, it's the first game, so we'll just leave it at that.
You said talk about your defense. You're happy. How about your offense?
Well, you know, we had 494 yards, and so statistically speaking, we were number one in the nation in total offense last year with, I think, averaging 511. So that's not far from that. There were some good things that their defense did that really made it hard on us. I kind of suspected that they were going to try to make us beat them with the pass. If you look at our last two games, which, you know, that's their body of work, is to assess our last two games against Valdosta State and Shepherd, you know, we hardly threw it. And so we figured they were going to have to throw it. And then we had a lot of negative yardage plays. The quarterback here got sacked a few too many times. And so, you know, when you take those yards off of your total, you know, that's just something we'll just try to work to get better at. But, you know, I'm not discouraged by our offense, but I'll be honest with you, this defense should be lights out for us, and we got to lean on them until we feel really comfortable on offense.
A question for both the players. Your thoughts about your feelings about the way the team played, about the way you played individually, and what's going to be what has to be the focus in practice these next several days.
I feel good about how we played all around. Just like he said, just got a few things to clean up. I put the ball on the ground, you know, can't do that. Get that cleaned up and then hit practice, you know, watch some film and see what we need to do for the next week. So just clean up the little small things, the obvious things, and move on.
I think we didn't play up to our standards starting off the game as a defense. Wasn't really satisfied, but we came out in the second half and brought the pain to Central Washington. Personally, I feel like I could have played a little bit better. You can always improve. There's never a perfect game. You can always improve in some. So, you know, watch the tape with the coaches and stuff and just get better and get prepared for Lenore Ryan.
Mylik, what adjustments did you guys make at halftime to get the offense clicking a little bit more?
We try to take advantage of them playing the safety down in the box a little bit and just trying to get some RPOs out there and get some guys in space. And just, you know, they were kind of playing too high most of the game, not letting us go to the outside guys. So just took advantage of what they was giving us.
Coach, can we just talk a little about that defense? Just talk about after you guys committed that first turnover, how big was that defense in making that stop and holding them to 3 points? And as you said, you gave up only less than 230 yards. That's really impressive overall.
Yeah, we part of the statistic, we had 83 plays, they're 58, so we had the ball a lot. You look at the tail of the first half. I mean, we turned it over. They kicked a field goal, which was good. We held them to a field goal. And then they completed a long pass, but in that drive, we had 2 third-down 15-yard penalties. And so we forced punt, no penalty. We forced punt again, no penalty. And then they hit a long one. And then, we gave up a field goal right before half. And so, I felt good about the way the defense was playing, coming out of halftime. And I didn't feel like they could rush the ball effectively against us. And, our D-line's pretty stout. And so, the other part of the game that maybe people don't really assess is like how hard it is to play when it's warm like that. And, we had guys cramping. Did you cramp? Is that what it was? So we were losing guys. Like at one point in time, we lost 2 DNs. Was Ian cramping too? No, I guess not. See, I don't know what's going on with injuries, so hopefully Ian's okay. But so we lost guys, and then it's hard. It's hard. We're all of a sudden low on bodies, playing a lot of guys out there.
Even though you were saying that maybe a lot of the fans were surprised by this, but early in the week you did expect a battle from these guys. After all, Central Washington did make the playoffs last year, and they showed up.
Yeah, no, they're a good program, really good. I like in 19, we were undefeated and we lost in the semifinals. But in 19, we went to Central Washington, and it was a 6-point game in the fourth quarter. And people don't remember that because, it ended up like we scored like 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. I mean, on long plays. But it was a battle there. So they're a really good program, and they go play in a schedule agreement with the Lone Star Conference, and they'll play Angelo State and Midwestern State, who they beat last year. I mean, Midwestern State won the Lone Star last year, and Central Washington beat them. So they're a really good program, and their kids, I thought they really played hard. So credit to them. 1-0, and people are like, dang, I mean, that was a close game. And I'm not going to be a crybaby here and say, man, we should be blowing everybody out. I take the W. That's a really good team. Give them credit, and let's go get some rest.
Question for you, Lorray. You and that D-line dominated the whole night, not allowing any rushing yards for the most part, outside of maybe a couple of plays. Could you just talk about the chemistry that you guys have on that D-line from last season? It seems like everything is just like running.
The D-line, we all so close, man. We're a tight-knit group. We do everything together, eat, go out, just everything. And we know the standard of the D-line. The guys before us, we see how they play at a high level, and, just got to keep that standard. It's like a domino effect, it's transcended to the young guys, so Ferris State can keep playing high level football. So, yeah.